NFL draft, I am going to do my own mock draft. Or well, uh, maybe not just me doing it, but just kind of going through, and I'll make the selection for the Steelers since I am a Steelers fan and I do the Steelers franchise. But I'm going to kind of see how Madden, as of right now, does the draft. Just recently with the draft roster that I used off of Thomas Draft, if you go to the community downloads and you look up draft classes, you'll see Thomas Draft on there, and it'll have the year. He has like 4 different draft classes. He's updated it just recently, and kind of just made a few adjustments really on some of the players. Like Kyler Murray is really like the number 1 overall quarterback over Dwayne Haskins, which before I think it was Dwayne Haskins then Kyler Murray. So we're gonna see how Madden does the draft though with how I set it up. I went through and made all the off-season free agent signings, and it's really hard to do. I did mostly just the big names. Everyone else I didn't really do. There's still some big stars that haven't signed yet. Like I think I know that Ndamukong Suh hasn't been signed yet. Neither has Eric Berry, and I think Jared Cook, the tight end that the Raiders released, I don't think he's been signed yet either. I guess some teams are just maybe waiting to see what they can get in the draft. I'm sure those guys will get signed later. It's amazing that Eric Berry hasn't been signed. I mean, on here he's a 90 overall, hasn't been signed yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure Madden probably this next coming up Madden, they probably won't have Eric Berry that high, but I mean he's a pretty good player as long as he's healthy. So let's see, Mike Hilton returns from injury. I had an injury with him. But yeah, so I made all the signings. I made a AAF player too. I found our AAF center that we signed, and I found a couple of the other guys. Wow. Okay, so Raiders are up next. Raiders are actually supposed to be the 4th pick. I guess for some reason the Raiders got swapped with 49ers. I don't know how that happened, but all right, let's advance next pick. It was really hard to, well, so the Raiders get Bosa. Maybe that would be, that might be 49ers get Bosa really. Who knows? So the Jets are third. That they are really the number 3rd pick. Let's see what they get. Quinnen Williams. Wow. Okay. So Josh Allen wasn't going to the Jets. And so they got Ed Oliver. 49ers select Ed Oliver. Wow. Maybe they would have got Quinnen Williams. Maybe that's something you could see. You'll see maybe Quinnen Williams gets select 2nd overall to the 49ers, and then maybe Ed Oliver goes to the Raiders. I don't know. I guess the attitude would fit. Devin White going to Tampa Bay. That was pretty much guessed. I don't know why this don't make sense. Why the Packers got number 6 pick. So they get DK Metcalf. I guess they need that. So Montez Sweat to the Panthers. Devin Bush going to Detroit. I kind of thought that maybe they would get maybe the Broncos would get him, but all right, let's go next pick. Josh Allen going to, so he's going to go to the Broncos. Then yeah, Buffalo getting Jawan Taylor. That makes sense. I can see that happening. And Bengals are going to go ahead and select Greedy Williams. So if that's interesting. So if Bush is off the board, they'll go the next best position. And yeah, so there we go. Giants got Dwayne Haskins. That was predicted. Oh no! I wonder if we can see this happen. So yeah, Giants get a corner. They steal our pick. That was one of the guys we were looking at. So no, Dolphins don't go quarterback. They go with Gary. Gary's actually been dropping off the board. Looks like they reached up a little bit. The Washington Redskins did. They reach up to get Jonathan Abram, another one of our picks, and Jaguars getting DeAndre Baker. I thought the Jaguars were a little bit lower than that. Let's see what's next. Christian Wilkinson. Alright, so we're on the clock now. How did we go from getting... We're at number 18. Alright, so the way that the Steelers... This is what Kevin Colbert said. They're going to have their top players, and they're going to get whoever is best available. They're not going to go after position. They're going to go best available. So with what we've seen so far, it looks like to me there's been a number of different guys. So right now, best position, ooh man, TJ Hawkinson is available. They're gonna go best available. So I think if TJ Hawkinson was there, that's probably who they would get. We're gonna get him. He's got decent speed, good catching. He looks good in that black and yellow, just like he did at Iowa. Alright, advance to the next pick. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Ravens are up next. They go center. Garrett Bradbury. I think that was who ESPN had them getting. And then Packers are gonna go Tillery from Notre Dame. So Raiders go tight end. I think that was kind of predicted. Wow, Mac Wilson getting picked up by the Chargers. Interesting. So Lynn Storms, Josh Jacobs, I think that was pretty much expected. And then Rams go corner again. So far, I mean, a lot of people have predicted that maybe 3 corners would be picked. Actually, 4 has been picked. So let's see what Cardinals get next. They get their receiver, AJ Brown, much needed pick. Raiders get the next best corner on the board. We got Thornhill's off the board now. He lit up the combine. So Thornhill gets picked. And 49ers get a guard. That was much needed pick right there. Amani Hooker. And Gardner Johnson's off the board. Julian Love's off the board now. We'll see what's next. Who's the next guy we can maybe get? Kevin Harmon. Damian Harris gets picked. That was one of the guys we were looking at. So we're next. We're going to get best available right here. This is number 18 or 52. And let's see who's the best one. Man, I would love to get Savage, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get Savage or not. Seems like the next best pick would be get Winovich. And we reached for Winovich, but I mean, good talent. see who's next available. We might end up getting Savage after all, actually. So Polite gets off the board. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get next pick. So second pick in the third round. Savage is available. That's a guy that we need. I'm glad that they're actually looking at this is a guy that they've really been looking at. I'm glad that they're looking at a free safety because we need one. And he couldn't even be a guy that we could probably get put him in the slot position because he's got good zone coverage. Tackling ain't so great, but he's just a ball hawker really. Man coverage is pretty good too. Just really the tackling, the hit power ain't there, but I mean the guy's he's got great speed, 95 speed, great catching too. Is just lacks the tackling stuff, aggressive play ball tendency. So right there, not bad. Let's see if next pick, see who we can get. So Patriots get Drew Lock. That's something you might be able to see later on. I'm getting a quarterback. And Bengals get Daniel Jones. Interesting. Browns get Will Greer. Very interesting. Marvin Tell gets off the board. Here we go. Now we get to make another pick here. And so, who's the best available that we've been looking at? Man, we could get Justice Hill. I think this is where they're gonna go ahead and get the guy that they've really been liking, and that's Miles Boykin. They finally get a receiver off the board. It is a bit of a reach, but yeah, he got great speed, great size on him. I think that's who they're gonna get. Keem Butler going to the, looked like was that the Colts? David Long from Michigan getting picked. Jets getting Ryan Finley. Interesting. Justin Lane, that was one of the guys we were looking at. Marquise Brown finally going to the Panthers. So, and that's not to the 4th round, so a lot of guys don't really go after him. Ravens getting Jarrett Stidham. Deebo Samuel, man, he's going to go to the Bengals. Chase Sternberger going to the Browns. And now we're on the board. Let's see who we can get here. Ben Bonnegue. That was one guy that I think the Steelers were looking at, but not so great. Let's see here. Left outside linebacker. Ryan Ridley. I think this is where they're going to get another receiver right here, actually. I think they're going to get David Sills. They're going to want him. They've been looking at him. He's kind of he's a red zone guy, but he's actually probably he can fit better in the slot or the let's see what his short route running is better, and he's aggressive at the catch. Jumping's pretty good. He's a very tall receiver as well. Could very well see him get picked, get selected. They've been really, really high on him. He ain't the fastest guy, but he'd be a good slot guy. And I think they're gonna look for bigger guys to put in the slot. Let's see. And I mean, he's not a guy that they're really gonna get. I think they're gonna put him in packages, because really, Switzer's gonna be. I think him and Switzer are gonna have to compete with each other, but they're gonna try to get him, and I think they're definitely gonna get Boykin. So you're gonna see two receivers really that they'll select. Let's see what we can get next. Oh man, our middle linebacker gets selected. Daggone it. Oh, and so does our tight end. Oh man, that hurts. So I think next, best on the board that we've been looking at, probably gonna be Benny Snell. And I mean, quick development. We kind of reached for him, but I think that's a guy that they'll probably end up getting. Not a guy that I would like to get, but I can't believe that David Long, David Long Jr. got selected when we were gonna get him next. Those kind of things happen, though. Here we go. We got 2 picks right here in the 6th round. This is where we'll go ahead and select Ellie's Mac. Not the guy I would really want, but I think we're gonna go ahead and see whatever else we get. We got so Hawkinson, Chase Winovich, Bernard Savage, Boykin, David Sills. Ooh, they get 3 running backs. I don't know about that. Ooh, 4 running backs. What? Alright, this draft really has messed up. I think I'm gonna go back and start over. I think the best thing for the Steelers really to do, if that happens again, would be to trade up, really. I think that's the best thing for them to do. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and send my head to the draft because I already know how these guys are, know what they look like. I would be happy with that, really. If they just went ahead and they traded up or traded down. I mean, there we go. But they got a list of players that they want to get and kind of have a feeling. So Kyler Murray, Boza, Baker gets off the board. Let's see what offers we have real quick. So the Patriots are gonna give us 2. Oh, well, who do they want? Give us 2 second rounds and a 4th round pick. If they get an offer, go ahead, take it. Most of our guys are already. Let's see who they pick. So they get Hawkinson. That could happen. The Patriots trade up to get a tight end. They might get Hawkinson. I mean, they would have to, really. And look at us. We got a load of picks for the 2nd round. This is going to change a lot of things, really. Irv Smith going to the Seahawks. I can see that happening. We can get some guys here that we want. And they get Brian Burns too. So they get 2 first round picks. Gardner Johnson gets picked up. So there's Julian Love. Some of our guys we've been looking at. Alright, let's make our selection. So I wonder if Winovich will be still available. We're gonna get Savage here. We reached, but need to get Savage. So here we go. This is where you're going to get your players that you want. So Winovich next up. There we go. Good pick. I don't know if Winovich would have been a good pick at that 1 pick, but let's get to the next pick. And this is where we get Boykin right here. Oh, wait a minute. Daggone it. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. I screwed up again. Okay, so skip. There we go. Make our selection. I don't know why we did that, but alright. So got that pick back. Whew. This is kind of where we're gonna end up. This is where you're gonna kind of need to go back and reach for players. So we already got some guys that we wanted. we can get Ben Bonnigue here, maybe. Yeah, Josh Oliver, maybe. I gotta make a decision here quick. So Ben Bonnigue, it's a guy we can go with. Now we're getting into, okay, who's next? There's a lot of good players on the board, but I think we need a reach here. Get Miles Boykin, he's next guy we need. So hopefully we can get David Long after this one. Tavon Coney going to Bengals. They got their middle linebacker that they wanted. And this is where we're going to get our middle linebacker that we want. And if the Steelers do this and they add depth, that's awesome. That's going to be really awesome for them, because it's something that I think they're really wanting. They're wanting to get a lot of depth, and they don't want to put everyone on the board right away. So let's see what our next pick is. So David Sills. We need to get our middle linebacker. Like probably right here. I don't know. We can probably get him after. We'll have to see if we can get him at number 4. Where's he at? David Sills. We'll get David Sills right here. It's a reach, but they're probably going to reach to get a lot of these guys. I go up an entire 30 picks just to get this next one. Or 32 picks. Skip all the way up to the next round. Oh, they don't get him. I think we're gonna get our guy. Yes, I think we're gonna get our guy. Next round we gotta get our tight end. Might have to get our tight end right here. No, we're gonna get our middle linebacker. I mean, it's a reach, but much needed reach. It's the guy that they're gonna get. Cowboys getting Josh Oliver. Patriots get Tranquil. It's one of the guys we were looking at. Okay, let's hope that none of these guys get Moreau right here. It's a lot of good tight ends still available before him. But Moreau is the guy that they really like. They've had him come in. Daggone it. Oh, man. We should have traded up. We still got 5 more picks left. I think Dawson Knox is the next one, maybe. I don't know. This is more tricky than what I thought it was going to be. And I don't know how they're going to get all these guys. Elise Mack is the other one I think that they were looking at from Notre Dame. That's probably the guy we're going to have to get. I'd rather get Moreau because we need a good blocking tight end. But oh well. When's our next? So yeah, we get the first round. There we go. We get 2 picks in a row. So Benny Snell. That's probably who they'll get. Now we gotta look for other guys that we can get. We got our tight end. I don't know if they're gonna get. We got 2 more picks. Who knows? They might end up getting a another running back. They probably could. Get Travis Homer. Get them another speed back. There we go. Alright, we're gonna pick this one now. And I think this is right here. This is where they'll get their kicker. Matt Gaves, one of the guys they were looking at. They need a good kicker. So, and then skip ahead to the next round. So I don't know who they'll get next after this one. It's pretty much a toss-up, really, who they could get. Go back up here. See if Max Crosby's available. No, Crosby isn't. He got picked. So, who's they gonna get? Nate Hall, I guess, is a guy we could get. Alright, that'll be it. We'll skip to the end of it. I'll probably have to fix it, but from what we see, it's gonna be hard, really, for them. I see them. I see the Steelers really either getting um, they're either gonna get a safety or corner. They're not gonna reach up and get a middle linebacker. Um, they'll wait. I think they're gonna wait and get David Long at middle linebacker. Um, that seems like what they'll do. Um, who knows though? But right now, Steelers are at number 20. They're gonna be um, they're gonna see who they get if they're gonna list 1 through 20 of their who they think the best players are, and if one of those guys through 1 through 20 is there, they'll make their selection. If not, they'll look at probably trading down and maybe getting an extra pick where they could in day 2 uh, regroup and maybe get an extra person. They don't want to get somebody who's going to start day 1. It's going to be somebody they can develop, and they would like for them to pretty much sit a year. They might get a little reps here and there, which I think everyone knows that they'll hardly be unlikely. But what they want to do is they're hoping that the roster that they have right now is the roster that they can put on the field and play with. So hopefully that is the case. We'll have to see. But I'm excited for tomorrow, and I'll do a little follow-up video with who they get, and I'll try to select who they'll get. But thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.